first carry for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
on 2nd and 12, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Jacobs. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now some concern here, as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Carr completes it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. They'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Touchdown, Raiders! Henry Ruggs, 28 yards. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Dolphins nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. On the option, here's Tua. Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Breida. And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
25 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. The other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
At the 41.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Pass complete to Richard, the running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, Richard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Carr will find his running back here, Richard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. This is taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On play action, here's Tua. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Henry runs the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to pass. Tua buying time to his left. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rolling to his right. And the ball is home. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a play fake. Carr steps away. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Carr gives to Richard. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Grant. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Tua, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. Crossing route complete. It's Grant. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A 9-yard.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
2nd and 7.
on 2nd and 7. Carr.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs.
Carr's pass.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Jacobs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
From the gun, Carr.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And the Lord has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. From the gun, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
14, Dolphins 7.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Tua to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 67 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. That's a quick 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Come on now. Let's do this.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Play action. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Tua. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taken in the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They run again with Breida. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up,
you know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. Another one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in a freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. On first down, here's Breida. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints, and they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl, and they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
First throw of the OT session for Tua. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Tua on fourth down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Now Tua on the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And that hits the right upright and carries away. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. A first down there on a pick up the 25. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
At the 11-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
At the 7-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
A 21-yard attempt.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. And the AFC champion has been crowned.